Hello and welcome back to the Beard Before Wicket podcast. Me and Rash are still in the studio. Mo is in India, just got off a flight. Mo, how was your flight?
Yeah, it's alright. 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Just a bit of a long day when you're flying in the middle of the day. It's alright though.
Where do you fly to from?
Flew from Mumbai to Kolkata. Here now for about 5 to 6 days.
So funny, I FaceTime obviously was on the flight. And bless him, he picked the phone up because I wouldn't have picked the phone up if someone FaceTime on the flight.
Bless you, Mo.
You would have never picked the phone up if I called you.
Definitely not.
And there was a guy like, you know the racks above your head where you put the luggage?
The racks?
The luggage bit, yeah. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, there's a guy like putting his hand over his head, and Mo was like, it's the most awkward thing I've seen.
But it literally was there for about 5 minutes. And then I fell asleep on the flight. And the lady comes in. And I'm like, I've been knocked out for about 15, 20 minutes. Comes in, she's like, wakes me up. Can I have a photo? I was like,
Oh no.
What did he say to her?
it's a chip from here, man. You know, in the middle of a sleep, I was so tired. I was like, let me sleep.
That was funny. Anyway, it's been Eid. By the time this goes out, it's going to be Sunday. We're currently recording on Tuesday, so it feels weird to say Eid Mubarak, but Eid Mubarak to you guys, obviously.
Thank you.
This guy, you didn't even say it to me, by the way.
Did I say it?
No, I texted you about something, and you were straight on the job.
You text me saying it?
Yeah, I did. And then
I mean, go back. I'll check if I said it back.
I'll get your phone.
I'll check.
You get so many messages, though, innit?
Yeah.
So many.
Priorities, man. Mo just puts a story and he's like, that's Eid Mubarak for everyone.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do.
Make life easier, though, innit? If you have to go through individually, it's a bit of a mission.
But then if someone messages you saying Eid Mubarak, do you message them back individually saying Eid Mubarak?
Yeah, I just say you too.
You too. Have a good one.
You too. Have a good.
Mo, how was your Eid in India? What did you get up to? What did you eat?
Play cricket.
Woke up, went for Eid prayer with Gurbaz and a couple of guys. And then had some semia on that. What is semia, bro? How do you say, what is it in English?
I don't know.
Semia?
It's like noodles, isn't it? It's like a type of noodle, isn't it?
It's sweet noodles. Yeah, sweet noodles.
So nice.
With milk.
Nah, it was one of those dry ones.
Are you not a fan of the dry ones?
They're both nice, man. They're both nice.
This guy, even with food, he's sitting on the fence.
Yeah, always.
No, they're both good.
No, they both are good, though. They both are good.
So I had that, and we obviously got ready for the game, and then went to the game. Rash, what did you do?
Woke up in the morning.
Eid clothes on, yeah?
No, I actually wore the traditional jubba, so the Arabic dress, nice long thobe. That's the same. Went to the mosque, read the Eid prayer. Family, friends, had some food, and just chill. Actually, got everybody over to the house and just relaxed.
Nubaid, what were you?
I went to Wales.
Were you playing football?
I didn't play football actually. I went to Wales, saw the in-laws.
Oh
Yeah, you got a call from me. Yeah, we're having a FaceTime. I won't repeat what I said.
yeah, it's fine.
I know what you said.
What did I say?
I'll tell you later. I can't be saying on here. I'll tell you later. I actually know what you said. I think I know what you said.
Yeah, that was it, man. To be fair, I really miss Eid as a kid. You know, a lot. Like I feel like Eid as you get older, it's boring. There's nothing to do. You just go and eat food.
Not really. It can be boring. Like your life's probably boring. That's why you're saying.
Oh, thanks, pal.
No, it's boring. If you make things happen, you can make things happen. Come on.
Nah, Eid at home for me is wicked, man.
Mo, you just tell us what you do at home, innit? Rush.
Yeah, go on, Mo.
So my brother's kids, everyone, we all go into one house and spend most of our day there. It's wicked. We love it.
See, you can do things. It doesn't have to be boring.
Bear in mind.
Hey, carry on.
We just spoke about your Eid and he was like, I did nothing. And then when I'm like, I did nothing,
Yeah,
you're
but
boring
you say
guy.
it's boring. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Shouldn't say it's boring.
I think it's better as a kid.
Rash, you know what Rash would do? He'd get in his car and that's when he rings people.
Go on, tell us what I would do.
That's what you do.
Tell us what I would do, Mo.
If you speak to like Saki Mahmood, myself, whatever, yeah, most of the time, if you say when did Rash, he's in his car when he rings you. Hardly ever at home.
Do you know, just by chance it happens. I'm always in my car. I've got things to do. I'm a busy man. Got to go here, got to go there, pick up, drop off, go shop. Come here, you know what I mean? I'm always on the go.
Yeah.
So just by chance you ring me, I'm like, yep. What's happening?
No, you ring me.
Oh, you ring me. All right, flipping. I ring you. Happy.
It's funny you say that because when I called you, what did I say to you the other day?
Yeah, you said the same thing.
I said you're always in your car.
Yeah.
And you know what you said? Yeah.
What did I say?
You said, I'm here, I'm there, I'm here, I'm there, I'm here, I'm there. And you're like, where are you going? I'm here, I'm there.
Got things to do, man. I got things to do.
He's not allowed to be on his phone at home.
What did he say? I didn't hear what he said.
He said he's not allowed to be on his phone at home. Anyway, let's move on. Let's talk about cricket. And Rash, you get your little 2 cents now. Let's talk about...
What's that? I want to explain. What is that? Mo, what's that?
You might as well crack on. You might as well just wait. You know exactly.
No, that's not crack. I'm asking you, brother Mo. What's this?
Go on, let's talk about the run out. Go on, let's talk about the run out.
Is that what you want to talk? I didn't know you want to talk about that. You want to talk about the run out?
I think... Yeah.
Brother, what happened?
I got run out.
No, but how did you get run out the way I said? Exactly the way I said.
Well, how did you say?
The episode I said, he hits and runs. He ran, he got run out. In the middle overs.
Hold on. If you don't hit it...
Did I not say in the middle overs? Did I not say in the middle overs? He's going to get run out. I get run out at the back end. He gets run out. How many overs is it? 7 overs? 8 overs in?
What are you talking about? Of course,
No,
if you hit, you got to run. And then if you run, you get run out.
No, if you can come back for 2, your communication skills are not all there.
No, I hit it. I called 2 straight away.
Who messed up?
Quinny, jogging it.
Did he not understand you?
No, because we nearly had a run out about 3 overs before that as well.
Yeah, I know. I've seen that. I remember we spoke.
Yeah,
the ball went to mid-off and the communication's there. But anyway, what happened?
So then I went for 2. As I went halfway, he's called no, and I nearly twisted my bloody ankle. And then too slow to get back.
So it's exactly what I said happened, though.
But we won the game.
So I was right. Though. Come on, go on. You got to give it to me. I was right.
All right, I understand. Well done.
You're not the greatest runner.
Hold on. You've got more run outs than me.
No, you are a poor runner. Like I said before, I get run out. I get run out completely different to you. And I proved it. We had a chat. 2 days later, you got run out. So funny. Yeah, it was so funny when you actually got run out. Actually, first, sorry, I was like, right, do I ring him? Do I make a video? Start laughing. I was like, I don't know what to do.
To be fair, when I got run out,
I know you.
When I got run out, within 30 seconds, I thought, oh my god, I'm gonna get absolutely ridiculous.
I was in 2. I was like, right, because I was watching it. You got run out. I was like, I said to my missus, I go, do you know what'd be so funny? I said to my missus, I said, do you know what'd be so funny? Well, I go, if he gets run out. I go, because we were talking about if he gets run out, it'd be so funny. I swear, 10 minutes later, he got run out.
I told you he sits on. I told you he sits at home.
No, but you told me I had to watch my brother play. Come on, you told me, and I was intrigued to watch him because I thought, you know what? Because you know what? I thought, you know what? Let me watch him just in case he does get run out.
He was watching for
just
the
for that run out. I was
run
like,
out.
come on, surely. Every ball looked like he's getting run out, so I was there just recording. I was like, oh, it's too funny. But I was like, should I send it to him? Should I not send it to him? I don't know what mood you're gonna be in.
To be fair, I was batting rubbish anyway. It's probably a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, you were getting killed in the comments when I got back. People had gone back to that video and gone like, can't believe it, Mo's been run out. Can't believe. I was like, we have to.
Can't believe Rashid's right.
Let's move on.
Yeah,
Move on, man.
yeah. You've had
Let's
your.
not move on.
You bowled well, to be fair. Obviously, by the time this goes out, it's been 2, maybe 3 matches by then. But you actually bowled quite well.
Why are you saying actually? Why did you say actually bowled well? As if like you're surprised you actually bowled well.
I want to clarify.
You actually bowled well, more well.
No.
That.
To be fair, we've had this before. You know, this is how English is sometimes spoken, Rash. You know.
No, I'm learning.
Like,
I'm still learning from
we're
you
trying
two.
to teach you here. Sometimes
you teach me very well. Like,
you use words to add expression.
actually teach
you
me
don't
well.
you don't just say you bowled well. You use words to add expression, feeling. You know.
Okay, crack on.
Yeah. You bowled well.
Yeah, but it was good. I've bowled right. I've been bowling quite well actually over the last couple of weeks since I've been here. So it's right. It's a nice little wicket to bowl on.
But as a general rule, when Mo does bowl, where he bowls at 1, 2, 3, 4 overs, he keeps it quite tight generally and gets a wicket. So that's good. Very good.
We were saying before we started that is it weird for you that you're not starting? Like, genuine question, serious face. What are you doing differently or not differently because you're not starting?
It's sometimes not in your control. So like we've got obviously probably one of the very few franchises where you got Sunil Narayan and Chakravarti and Russell who are guaranteed to play. Like in any franchise they're gonna play, especially KKR obviously. So then you've only got 2 spots, and now you're gonna have a fast bowler in there and you're gonna have a wicket keeper opening batter, which we have. So you're not gonna really play unless it's a spinning wicket and they decide to change whatever. So you just try and stay on top of your game, train hard, do whatever, and just wait for your turn.
It's weird, obviously, looking from the outside. Like, I said this to you on the phone, actually. Obviously, now that we have a podcast, I wanted to play every single game. I'm like, whether it's a run out or you hit 65, it's good for us to talk about. But then, obviously, I was seeing it from your end, that, like, if you're not playing or, like, do you get frustrated? Or, like, we spoke about this briefly, and you said, you know, you're just, like, ready to go. Go on.
I think you go about it the same way, whether you're playing or not playing. So in terms of him, he'll still work hard. He'll still do his bowling. He'll still do his batting as he does.
You're always frustrated, but it's there's levels of frustration. Obviously, there's so like in a team like this who are defending champions, pretty established side generally. I know they've lost a couple of games, but you kind of where you are at the start, and you have to be real with yourself and be. The reality is like I'm coming inside with good overseas players, very good overseas players. So then, but then there's other teams you go into, and then you feel like, oh man, I should be playing, or you know what I mean. There are times of that as well, but that just puts your frustration levels a little bit higher. But that could also ruin your whole time. And I'm 37 now. Like I'm 37 now. I'm 37 now. The last thing I want to do is come on a any sort of franchise and be like down about things. I just whatever it is, what it is, and you just kind of crack on with life and with everything.
I was sort of like, I was watching one of the other games Mumbai Indians were playing against. Let's see if the Badger knows who he plays for.
Oh, exactly, like he doesn't know it.
No, brother, I will be honest.
There's a bowler called Kishore. Who did he play for?
Kishore.
I'm not going to tell you his first name. I'm not going to tell you his last name. His last name is Kishore. First name?
I have no idea.
Mo?
Sai Kishore for Gujarat.
Yeah.
See, I don't know that.
What do you
knew
mean
that I wouldn't
you don't know that?
Try and catch me out. I don't know that. Would I know that?
No.
You know I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't know that.
Yeah, true. Actually, you're bad with names.
Is he new though? Is he like new this season?
No. Left arm. He played for Chennai for a while. Not played games, but he was in the squad and then been at Gujarat for a few years. Rash, you've seen him, man. He's a tall guy with he has a big hair with a band on.
Literally the other day against Mumbai Indians, he squared up to Hardik Pandya. You must have seen that.
Okay.
Yeah, you see that?
I've seen that one, yeah.
Yeah, so that's basically him. That's the guy. And loads of people were tweeting online. They were asking us, like, can you ask the guys what actually happens when that happens? Because they were hugging after, which is normal, obviously, but...
Nothing happens, innit? It's just, in the moment, boys are fired up and just... Plus, also, I reckon them two might know each other. Maybe they played in the past. So it's always... If you know each other and if you have that, you can have that, mutual respect. But generally, you end up that battle type of thing and people want to, let out their emotions. So it's nothing major in that way. They just want to get into that battle. So sometimes it brings the best out of people. So some people like Virat, when people get stuck into him, whatever, it brings the best out of him. He steps up even more and gets hundreds. Some people it doesn't. Some people it does. So like that, I think it was good viewing.
Yeah,
good viewing.
Yeah, exactly. That was good to watch. But then I always wonder, like, has that ever gone? This is my cricket knowledge again. Go on, Rash. You can say whatever you want, but has that ever gone like further than that point where they
like punches thrown and stuff?
Nah, just like
it's actually, if you watch Sai Kishore in like they have a Tamil T20 league, which is obviously South India in Chennai, and he's I'm sure he's from Chennai, and he had a same thing with Ashwin, I think once, I'm sure, or no, sorry, a guy called Jagdish.
Mo knows a lot, eh?
And he kicked off.
So what do you mean by kicked off? Because kicked off to me in cricket is they squared up to each other.
No, this one was squaring up and like pointing bats and like going after each other.
Nice, feisty character. I like that, man.
Like that. Were you like that in football?
Yeah, I'm horrible to play against. Nobody wants to play against me. Like if my team's losing, especially. Actually, I'll tell you very quickly. Me and my brother were on the opposite teams about 4 weeks ago, and he took the ball past me. Basically, he was in on goal, so he was going to score the winning goal, and I pulled him down. And by chance, as he fell, he broke his finger, and his finger completely snapped out of place. So we have to go to hospital.
Oh, no.
And my mum was killing me on the phone.
Yeah, I would be vexed. If I was a brother, I would be vexed.
Oh, my brother was...
Younger brother, older brother.
I'm the youngest, yeah.
So he let you off? Because you're youngest.
Well, his finger's like out here now. Like, it hasn't quite recovered, so now he was killing me. But yeah, no, I like the... like
competitive.
Yeah.
Getting feisty.
What are you like? Do you get feisty? Not really.
Yeah. When you're playing, especially if you play against your brothers and stuff, you tend to get feisty.
But in cricket, I mean, like when
more no, when I'm in that zone.
But we're spinners, don't it, Rash? There's not a lot we can do.
No, but I want to get feisty. I want to get feisty in terms of look at the batter and start mouthing off and saying this. But my feisty would be like I look at the batter, give him a bit of dirty, whatever. Would be my whole body language would be quite
aggressive.
Aggressive, yeah.
Yeah, Rash is quite scary. Even when he's angry, it gets scary.
Don't mess with me, I might give you a bit of but spinners generally don't get that real feisty stuff. You have got a few spinners around the world that do that, but like I say again, it's to get them pumped up. It's to get them in that zone.
It's like Mo said, isn't it? Spinners can't really do much. Like a bouncer,
imagine if you have a rapid bowler. Oh.
Well, if you're a fast bowler, you can bounce somebody, or if you're quick, whatever. At least you can intimidate people. When you're a spinner, what are you going to do?
Ball of googly.
All right, very quickly, we have to talk about the subject because it's been in the news recently. The World Cricket Association calls for an overhaul of the ICC and are unhappy with its chaotic scheduling as it calls for a change in a new report. How do you feel about the scheduling, Mo? Like, you play a lot of cricket, you're going to be travelling a lot, same for you, Rash. And this has been a consistent issue now across sports. Obviously, we watch football, and recently a lot of players have been getting ACL injuries because they play so much. Firstly, I've got a question in my mind that I know people are going to ask, but what's your feeling on it?
So there's obviously a couple of ways to look at it. End of the day, it's a business, isn't it? So the more cricket they can squeeze in, the more they make, and things like that. But it does affect obviously players and teams and the standard massively, and it just becomes not boring to watch, but it becomes like, okay, another game. Or especially, I think international cricket will go towards football, Premier League football, where sorry, not just Premier League football, but you have the leagues or the league, and then in between you'll have like a tournament. But what I think they should actually do is go back to tri-series again. So like sometimes a team, New Zealand will play against Pakistan, for example, where you can, and then England go to Pakistan after. You might as well
Yeah.
I would try series, yeah.
all three in at the same time. It just saves a bit more time, I guess, but you're still getting the quality of cricket. And actually, tri-series I remember as a kid, they used to be great to watch.
Yeah.
So tri-series, like I say, is a lot more fun as well. As time goes on, it's a lot more competitive as well. And plus, you're playing for something. You play for tri-series, like you play against each other once or twice, and then you play a final. So it's a bit more to it.
Imagine tri-series where you got, for example, England, Australia, India, South Africa, New Zealand, Pakistan, like all these top teams going at each other in a tri-series home and away.
But then you don't win anything. You just play. You're playing.
No, you win for the series or you win for something.
but
But it's also competitive,
Yeah, but
isn't it?
does that
It's
mean
very
anything?
competitive as well. People will switch on a lot more.
Yeah. So my argument there would be like, don't we need a trophy or something to play for? Then just
You always play for a trophy after a series. You
yeah,
win,
but
you
it's
play
not
for a
like.
trophy.
Do you
Yeah.
play
What
for a
do you
tri?
play for?
Like you play in the World Cup or play in a tri series? You're gonna you want to win the World Cup, innit?
Obviously, but whenever you play anything, you'll try to win anything as well.
But you're still saying, like you do now, you still have the World Cups and the ICC Champions Trophy or whatever. You still got that.
I think the counter would be, and this is not my opinion, but the devil's advocate in me would say, fans are going to say, you get paid so much money, like they do in every other sport. You get paid so much money. Why are you complaining about playing more?
Yeah, but you also look at the dynamics now of cricket, of how many leagues is there? You've got so many leagues throughout the year. You've got so many international players now.
Well, you generally make more money playing leagues than you do international cricket. Not obviously. I think Indian players are slightly different because obviously they get paid well or whatever. But you end up, if you play 3-4 leagues, you're making a lot more than if you're playing international cricket.
What do you think needs to change, or does anything need to change?
No, it needs to change because there's so much. There's too much going on almost that it's all squeezed. Like if you was to have a Champions Trophy, which I think is a great idea, it's difficult because you might have a Russell playing for the team that wins it in India, and then also the team that wins it in somewhere else. You know what I mean? So it becomes quite
But they
difficult.
also got to weigh up on how and when do they get it around, especially if you got all these franchises. Because what they want to do is get the best players available for certain franchises, but they've got commitments for their countries, so then they won't get the best players. So they're trying to do that as well because they want to get the best players around playing.
It's a difficult situation to be in at the minute because like it depends on where you are in your career. So like as a young player, obviously the younger you are, the more you want to play for your country and do whatever. But as you get older, and financially it's better to be playing the leagues than it is playing for your country, for example. And you're on your way out anyway. So then you might make that jump a bit earlier.
I just find it really interesting because I think like the general quality level of sport will reduce if you keep asking athletes to do more in it. Like if you're
that's in all sport.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like not even exclusive to cricket.
It could be a thing of where these certain athletes just come about when the big global tournaments come around. So, for example, a World Cup comes, they're ready for that. The rest of the year, they're just doing whatever they're doing. But then another World Cup comes, get them in. It could get to that stage, potentially, if you're looking for the best of the best, and if you want them to still stay in the game of international cricket.
Is that good for international cricket though?
But whenever you play international cricket, you want your best players to play.
Yeah, but I'm saying
especially in global events, especially in big events.
But if your best players are only playing leagues and not playing internationals until the big tournament comes around, is that a good thing? Like, do you want like your best player to just pop up in a World Cup, and the rest of the time he's...
No, but it depends on what they got on. It depends on what they have.
As if you're the best player, as I don't know, you want to play for England as much as you can, because at the end of the day, you want to look back at your career and be like, I played this many games for England, or this guy played. You know, it used to be like you can play Test matches, one days, T20s, and it got harder as time went on, where you were rested slightly for T20s. But then now it's almost impossible to play white ball and red ball, because you finish a red ball series somewhere, and then the next day there's a white ball series in a different country and stuff. So it has been affected massively.
But it's also up to that individual of what.
But it's not just that. It's not just that. It's also they're squeezing in these fixtures, these international fixtures.
It's up to the individual as well what his priorities are in terms of where, like what Mo said, where he's at in his career. Is he just beginning off? Is he in the middle, or is he the end phase of where he wants to go? Which route does he want to go? Does he still go that international route, or does he want to say forget international, let me retire and go the franchise route, and like you say, earn money that way, but also lifestyle wise he might have a lot more time off, so you can adjust certain things. So there's this to take in as well.
There's a lot of players who would earn less money to be playing for their country than they are playing those franchise leagues. But because playing for their country is more important, they're like, no, it's fine. And until it comes a certain time where they're like, right, I need to cash in a bit here.
It's interesting. We won't go on about it too much, but it's interesting to me that like cricket's probably one of the few sports where like if a player gets older, fans are fine with them just playing like leagues. Essentially, like, not saying just cashing in the check, but I think fans are actually like, it's actually fine for you to go and make the money you need to make because you spent all these years like giving back to us. Yeah, whereas like I think in other sports, especially like football, if a player at the end of his career wants to go and make loads of money in Saudi Arabia,
where he gets nailed for it.
Oh, people kill him. People were like, it's a disgrace, like you're giving up your career and blah blah. It's really bad. But
the thing with that is you can't compare footballers' wages to cricketing wages. It's completely different. I don't know, going to Saudi early, it's like you're still well off because you've been playing in the Premier League, for example, for years, and when I say well off, I mean you've earned a lot of money playing Premier League for, I don't know, 5 years, and then have the opportunity to go and make, I don't know, triple or quadruple that in Saudi, where cricket you're making decent money in international cricket. Obviously, some countries earn a lot of money, but not all countries. Like some countries like New Zealand, South Africa, the players really struggle if they're not playing in the leagues.
Honestly, I think like for someone like myself, who as Rash will continuously say doesn't watch that much cricket, I watched a lot of cricket this time around.
Did you?
I haven't missed a single IPL game apart from the one right now because we're recording. Updated.
Who's your team?
Cocker in it.
Rush, who's your team? What's your team in IPL?
Night Riders, all the way.
No, don't just say Night Riders. Who's your team?
Night Riders, man. It was Chennai before.
How can you support a team you never played for?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that I have to support them.
Hyderabad.
That doesn't mean that I have to support them.
Hyderabad.
Come on, man.
Yeah, no, but like that's your team, innit?
But you're my team, brother. Whoever you play for, you're my team.
You're letting the fans down. You're letting the fans down there.
Got no fans. No, but I think Night Riders is up there. I like watching Sunrisers now as well because of their batting lineup. Because how they just go out and try and bang it.
Yeah, they're good to watch.
I quite like. Is it Lucknow who Rashid Khan plays for?
Nah, it's Gujarat.
I quite like Gujarat because there's Josh Butler that opens with, like, basically their three openers are big hitters and then they've got three insanely good bowlers. They'll do well. That's my prediction. Not that people care.
Nobody cares.
To be fair, there's a lot of comments saying, Rash, why aren't you playing IPL? I don't know if that's too personal a question, but
it's different, isn't it? You got to be good enough first.
Of course, you're good enough.
No, in India, they got a lot of spinners, so they're local spinners as well. So for them to get an overseas, they think, right, we don't need an overseas spinner. What we can get is an all-rounder or a batsman or whatever. So because India, like I say, they got so many spinners in each franchise as well.
Do you put yourself? I think you were telling me this before. Do you put yourself forward for the auction? Do you get put forward for an auction?
Well, no, you put yourself forward. You put yourself forward. Your agent will do that job. Your agent will put yourself in.
Yeah. So then, when you played in the IPL and then came back here, did you get a chance to go back? And you said no.
No. So every time I've put myself in, you put your name in.
You put your name in, and then it just depends on if you get picked or not.
Yeah, you get picked or not. So you put your name. I got picked up. Like I said, I got picked up for Sunrisers and stuff. So, but sometimes, like I say, you put your name, you don't get picked up.
All right.
All good. All good though.
If you put your name in and you don't get picked and then someone pulls out, you can, because you had your name in, you can come in as a replacement.
You can get replaced for them.
Yeah, but obviously at that point, might be a silly question. It is a silly question, but at that point, you're not deciding who you play for, right? It's like whichever team wants you, then you decide after.
Yeah. Because they'll what they'll do. They'll speak to your agent. Agent contact you. Say, listen, we got Sunrisers interested or whatever it is for this, for that. Then it's up to you to either say yes or no. If I'm busy, I'll say not now. If I'm free, I'll go. Let's go.
He's gonna be in the car going, man, I'm just driving, I'm busy guy, innit?
I'm busy. Yeah, not now. Got things to do.
Rash, why would you be busy in IPL? There's no cricket.
So, well, I've got more to life than just cricket, mate. Come on.
Like what? Go on, like what?
Family. Yeah, I got a lot to, man.
While we're here, Mo, I don't think I've ever asked you this question. Why did you choose to play for Knight Riders?
I don't think you don't.
Yeah, but you.
I don't choose.
No,
bro.
but you got the call.
Educate this guy, man.
Listen, bro. 1 second. You got the
What?
call, and someone said Knight Riders are interested in you, and you said, "Cool."
No,
That's what.
No, explain
that
to
is
him
what Rash just
how
said.
these IPL auctions work. Tell him, mate.
No. So you put your name into the auction, you get picked, and whoever takes you, that's who
It's
you.
an auction, man.
So at that point, you don't get to decide. So
No.
you could go.
You don't decide anyway.
But then, like, so in this regard, if let's say you didn't want to go to Kolkata, you don't have a choice.
No, you don't have a choice. Yeah,
You either take the ban, whatever the ban is, 2 years, or you go.
you did not know that.
Does that not sound like? I thought from what you said, you get a call from your agent, and then you decide.
No, as a replacement. The replacement where if you
Yeah.
don't get picked up, somebody gets injured,
The replacement's
and
different, yeah.
they want a player. They'll speak to the agent. Are we interested in him? You know.
The only time you have a choice is if you get retained by a team, and then you decide if you want to stay or not.
So isn't that madness to you guys that like you could be in Mumbai or you could be in Kolkata or you could be in Hyderabad, like, and you could be.
You don't know.
And yeah, that's what I'm saying. And if you want to win, let's say for example, you got offered to go to Lucknow and they were definitely not going to win the IPO, you'd still have to go play for them.
But how would you know they're definitely gonna win?
Yeah, but you never know. You don't know. Yeah, that's the one thing in IPL. You don't know.
Yeah, but
What is he on? What are you on about?
no, but listen to what I'm saying.
Listen, change the topic here.
But- listen to what I'm saying. There'll be teams that you go, this team, like this year, who
No,
the
but anybody can win. They can't just say this team's not gonna win. That team's because every team is strong.
Yeah, literally anyone can win. One thing about T20 cricket is like you can have the best team on paper, but like RCB have been an amazing side for years and they haven't won it.
Educate this guy.
And I think they've got a good chance this year.
people say that about RCB every year, innit? They're like the nearly team.
No, but they've got a very good team this year.
I'm not good. I don't know why I'm here, to be honest. Rash won't let me talk about cricket. I'm
Do-
not allowed to learn.
Do your job that you're good at.
Wait, was that bad?
That was terrible.
I mean,
Not great.
in my head, we're all learning here. Rash is learning to speak
Obviously
English.
You're learning. I'm learning from you two guys. You're teaching me English. You're teaching me how to dress. You're teaching me everything. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for everything.
What's Rashid's gears like today?
I can't lie. Decent. But I'll tell you why. It's because at the start of the last episode, what did I say, Mo? Can you remember what I said? I said same t-shirt, same bottom. So what's he done today?
So I'm gonna have 365 different outfits. Is that what you want?
No, but
you want me to have 365 different caps.
You got
So every day you come in a different cap,
you've gone
different t-shirt. That's what you're saying to me.
you've gone from full black outfit to brown pants.
So what's wrong
Very
with that?
very similar, by the way, to the ones that I've been wearing.
Why would I copy you? You see the way you dress. Why would I copy you?
I'm not surprised if he copies you.
What's Brother Mo? Brother Mo, what are you wearing? Let's have a look.
Yeah, let's sit back. What are you
What
wearing?
top are you?
So like a baseball top, and I've got my KKR bottoms on.
Nice.
Sick cap.
I reckon you sit back and see if Rash can even pronounce the name of that team.
Why is it? Because you got a mic on the way.
VUITTON.
Why is it? Say it, innit? Why is it? It's about this guy.
Anyway, let's move on. Bald 11. So there's a very good creator on TikTok, Instagram. His name is Luke. Can't remember his last name, but we'll put
Is he bald?
he's got a full head of hair actually.
Okay.
We'll put a link to his content below because he's actually a very good content creator. But he made a bald 11, and the first question that came out from that was, Mo, you weren't in the bald 11. Should you have been in the bald 11?
Who? Mo.
Mo.
I don't care.
All the comments were saying, how's Mo not in the bald 11?
No, but if the bald 11, he chooses to be. Because he just wants to go. He just choose it. No, he just choose it because he just chooses to be just to take it off. That's our choice, isn't it?
Hey, I'm not bald anymore. Got a bit of hair these days.
Okay, anyway, name that and tell him to name his 11.
So his 11.
Let's see if we agree with him or not.
Chris Lynn.
Yep.
Jaisurya.
Yeah, he just naming the. Come on, carry on.
Hashim Amla.
Yeah, Hash is over there. Oh.
He's a podcast favourite. A lot of people want to see Hashim Amla on the pod.
Look, I get called Hash a lot. I get called Hashim a lot.
That's why I say you look like him. Look like.
Bro, I get called Hashim so much, right? And once I'm sure I was doing something, somebody goes to Rash, Adil, is like, "Hey, Rashid Khan." Oh, but I burst out laughing, couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah, but that's just a name thing. I don't look anything like him. That's just a name thing.
Yeah.
But more from certain angles,
Yeah.
looks like Hash. You know, from that little angle here and there, you do.
Why?
Which is not a bad thing anyway. Nothing wrong with that.
It's just a beard.
Yeah, no, it's just bald head and beard.
Yeah, so it's all right then. Don't get too offensive when people say it. Not me.
Offensive.
I knew that was coming. Offended.
Oh, thank you.
I'm not too offensive. Okay.
Who's next?
Herschel Gibbs.
Yeah,
Yeah, wicked player. No wonder I didn't get in. They're unbelievable players.
Darren Lehman.
Lyman. Darren Lyman.
Yeah, it's good.
Matt Pryor.
Yeah,
Oof. Doug Bollinger.
Doug Bollinger.
Doug Bollinger.
What did I say?
Oh, Dougie Bollinger,
Bollinger.
whatever. Yeah. He's got a good 11 here.
Chris Rushworth.
Yep. So is he naming county players as well then?
I think so, yeah. I thought it was an all-time 11, but it's kind of like
Oh.
Wait, he's got Jaisurya in there?
That's
He's
who
got
the 12th
Jaisurya
man is. Go on.
in there? Jack Leach and Chris Martin.
Jack Leach, yeah, Chris Martin, yeah.
Who's
That's
missing?
a good 11.
What about Nathan Lyon?
Didn't I say Nathan Lyon?
No, you didn't.
Oh, Nathan Lyon's there.
Yeah.
What else is there more?
Who's missing? Yeah, this is basically, it's got Hashim Amla, Jaisurya, it's basically an all-time 11.
So you're trying to say me there's not many more international players. There's
Right.
not many more international players that are
Brian
born.
Lara?
That's what I'm saying to you. But he's gone for a lot more of the county players. Couple. He could have
Brian
gone for
Lara,
the
yeah.
X.
Brian Lara. Who else you got?
There's loads, bro. There's so many. Remember that Chris Martin, New Zealand bowler? He was a gun bowler.
I'm trying to think of a pace bowler that was bowled.
Lewis. Chris Lewis.
Chris Lewis, yeah. Played for England. He was wicked.
Nasser Hussain.
He's a batter, by the way. Who else we got?
This mate.
There's a lot, bro. Everyone gets bowled, man.
Everyone gets bowled.
Adil Rashid. Adil Rashid was bowled for a bit.
That's not, you happy with that or not?
Yeah.
Everybody gets bowled, yeah.
Everybody gets bowled.
It's not too bad.
It's not quite Rash levels. It's not
Yeah,
quite...
but at least,
Doug Bollinger.
mate, it's safe to say, all three of us, our English, or how we go about speaking, the sentences,
Yours is the worst one, Miles.
yours is up there. You can't say, you have twice he had it, ABB Villiers, and he had the other one he said as well. Just now, everybody gets bowled.
I'm just trying to think of more ball players. Shikhar Dhawan.
Yeah, gun batter. He became bowled. Obviously, he became bowled, but he became bowled by choice, I think, because he's got 2 lines in his head.
So what's the 2 lines? What do you mean you got by choice and I put 2 lines in his head?
What's happening today? Because of Rash, I've turned into like this lower level of English.
Yeah. That's exactly what I say. You come down. You always come down.
You chill out. You come down. You're already down there. You're already. Me and you, like I say, we're here. You go in front. I go in front. You go in front.
I say Rash drags me down.
What I was saying is, he shaved his head bald and put like 2 lines so you can still see that he's got hair. So he's chosen to go bald. I don't know if all of these guys have chosen to go bald. They've just happened to become bald. Satisfied?
It happens, mate. That's life. It happens. That's life.
Cheers, pal.
Tell that Luke guy to get some other 11 out.
Anyway, that's pretty much that's all it is for this episode. We've got a Q&A coming your way. So make sure you stay tuned for that, and also keep more questions coming in the comments, also on Instagram. And also an email at beardbeforewicket@gmail.com. Anything else you want to talk about, Rash?
No, everything's good.
Mo, you satisfied?
Yeah, all good.
What do you want to talk about? Let's see what you want to talk about. Apart from football and Liverpool or whatever.
No, actually, I'll tell you what I do want to very quickly say. You can't.
You want to say it or you want to talk about?
I want to just say.
You're
I'm
gonna
going to put something out there. Rash just said the 3 of us are down here at this level for the way we talk.
Did I say all 3? Or did I say me and Mo?
No, you definitely said all 3.
I'm sure I said me and Mo are here. Sometimes he goes in front.
Nah,
I
just
go in
before that, you said the 3 of us. The 3 of us.
Yeah, because you said your English wasn't great today, was it? In that way, you said today, do you know what's happening to you?
There is no way you can put me and this guy in the same bracket. I just want to clarify that
But I want to put you in that bracket. You shouldn't be. Look what you do for a living.
first.
But you know what though? Imagine now if you spent 10 years with him.
Oh, bro.
Before them 10 years, you should have where he was.
I reckon I need to do an episode, or we need to do an episode of Rash's quotes over the.
My quotes. I'm telling you, I'm going to do some digging and I'm going to get his quotes. Because I've got to ring a few people and they'll tell me, Garishan, we know Mo said a lot of stuff.
Listen.
I said, listen, yeah.
Yeah.
I said, listen. I said, listen.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Listen.
Now they'll tell me, listen, this is what was said. This wasn't what was said. We know these things. But like I said, it goes under the radar, so.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. Let's wrap. Yes, we will definitely do this episode where you both bring some receipts along. If you want to see that, get in the comments. But for now, we're going to let you go. Thank you very much for tuning in on Spotify, YouTube, or wherever you watch or listen to the podcast. And we'll see you on the next one. Listen.
Listen.
Listen, yeah?
Is that like
Listen.
listen?